in today's video I'm going to show you how to apply a BB cream evenly. And for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Melissa van Dijk and I'm a makeup artist, and welcome on my channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to break it down into steps so that you can follow it as well at home and that you will get a beautiful finish at the end. Now first, we all know the term BB cream, and sometimes we are getting confused because they are like tinted moisturizer, BB cream, CC cream, and you have foundation, which can be quite confusing, I get it. So I'm just going to break it down before I'm getting into the tutorial. So basically the BB cream is between the tinted moisturizer and the foundation. A tinted moisturizer will moisturize your skin and has a slightly tint of color, which will give you a very sheer coverage. And then you have the BB cream in between, which doesn't really have a lot of moisturizer but still have some skincare benefits. Plus it has SPF in it, which is also very important, especially for now the product I'm using. I'm in Australia, the sun is burning. And then you have also the foundation, which isn't like commonly used with skincare benefits, plus it doesn't always have SPF, and if it has SPF it's very low, so it's not high. And with certain BB creams you can get a high SPF in it as well, depending on where you're looking for and also the brand you're going for. Now basically, if you feel like a tinted moisturizer doesn't give you enough coverage but you don't want to use a foundation, go for the BB cream, because this will be the perfect in between. And there are also several ways on how you can apply it. Now for the tools and also products that I'm going to use, I'm going to start off with the first product, which is basically a moisturizer, which is really important before you're going to start applying any makeup products. Now I'm going to use the Nivea Soft Moisturizing Cream as a start off with. Then I'm also going to use the Misha BB cream, which has an SPF of 42. It's a Korean brand, and I just basically picked this one because I'm in Australia and the sun is burning, so I just wanted to make sure that my skin is protected. And as I said, it's mostly commonly in BB creams as well. And for the tool that I'm going to apply it with is basically a foundation brush. Now there are other ways on how you can apply a BB cream, depends also on the finish and also time you have. But I just wanted to keep it mess free but still have an even and a bit of a stronger coverage. As you can see that I still have some breakouts from a previous video. So I just wanted to make sure that I also will have a beautiful coverage and also an even coverage at the end. So I'm going to do more specific videos on how you can apply it in a different way later on, in the near future. But I just wanted to keep the focus on how you can apply it and use a brush with it. So let's start off with step number 1. To get a beautiful glow and avoid any dry patches, moisturizing your skin beforehand and allow it some time to soak into your skin will give you a beautiful finish at the end. You should be using a moisturizer that best fits your skin type, let's say normal, dry, oily or combination skin will always need a specific moisturizer. I'm going in with the Nivea Soft Moisturizing Cream as this will be the best for my combination skin. Step number 2, apply the BB cream to the brush. First, give it a good shake to make sure that the BB cream is mixed up, and then you can apply some of the BB cream on the back of your hand and dip the foundation brush into it. Ensure you do not have too much of the cream on the brush so it's easier to apply. Step number 3, apply the BB cream to your face, using the brush and spreading it evenly over your forehead, cheek, nose and chin. Step number 4, blend. Using circular motions and blend the BB cream into the skin until you have an even coverage. The foundation brush is mess free and gives you a lightweight natural finish to your complexion. Continue blending until you achieve the desired finish and ensure that you are not missing any areas or have any harsh lines, but if you do so, continue blending. Now that's it. By only using your brush and a BB cream, you are now ready to start your day in the sunshine with a beautiful and natural finish. Now those were the main steps on how you can apply your BB cream evenly with a foundation brush. And what's really important to know is that if you're going to choose a BB cream, make sure it's the right shade and that it matches with your skin tone, as it should melt in with your natural skin tone, so that you don't have to use it all over your face. You don't have to use a full coverage foundation whatsoever to cover your face, because the people, well, that's what I believe, that are using a full coverage foundation all the time have actually no idea if the shade matches them or not. So that's why they're going to use a full coverage foundation and blend it down towards the neckline until it reaches the t-shirt, so that you won't see a difference. If you find the right shade, then you can apply it all over your face. You don't need a full coverage foundation. You just can even it out like basically all over your face, but with a light coverage. It will enhance your natural beauty, and you can also use the shade itself just to use it on certain areas, and you won't notice a difference with your natural skin tone. So that's where it gets a bit tricky. I'm not saying that it's easy to find your natural shade, but there's also something that's really interesting to know, and that's more than 90% of the people have a yellow undertone. So it's likely that if you're going to pick your BB cream or foundation or whatever you're going to choose, that you can start off by looking at the yellow undertones foundation and match it with your actual skin tone, because the less than 10% have a pinkish undertone, and you basically also will notice if you have a pinkish undertone or not. And if you aren't sure, try to go with the yellow one and then with the pinkish one, because then you can just apply it on certain areas and people won't notice it if you have applied it all over your face or just to one spot. Now with the BB cream, how I've applied it, I basically used a very light base all over my face, as it will even out. Now it won't cover the main breakouts, which I still have from my last video, but you can also use a concealer and just use it on certain areas where you really need that extra coverage, and you don't have to use it all over your face. This is one option what you can do. And still, if you have a different skin type, like if you have a dry skin type, you're going to apply the BB cream, you're good to go and it won't move around a lot. But for example, if you have a combination skin like I do, or you have an oily skin type and you just want to make sure that it will sit on top and that it won't move during the day, then you can also use a slightly powder. This can be a pressed powder or translucent powder, whatever you want to go for. And you can basically just use a powder brush and apply it to the certain areas where you know from your own experience where it will produce most of the oil. Now for most people it will be the forehead and nose area, so what you could do is dig into it and just press it slightly on top. If you have an oily skin type, you could also use it all over your face just slightly, so that it won't change any color, just to make sure that it sets. And if you have a combination skin, then you're going through the T-zone. And that's basically how I've just applied it. And those parts will be a bit more secure and mattified, as you will produce the oil during the day. If you have a dry skin type, you normally don't have any worries about that the foundation or BB cream will move around, so you're also good to go. But the powder is also an option on how you can set it, so that you're making sure that it will be in place all day long. Now those are the tips that I can share with you guys. Of course, this is now one way on how you can apply the BB cream. There are several other ways. I'm going to work in the future to closer videos to this one, where you can also use different tools. Now I hope that you find this tutorial interesting. If you still have any questions, please let me know down below in the comment section, as I'm here to help you out and also want to know your struggles or your needs or your products that you're going to use, which will also work for you, as this is the one that I would like to use as I'm in Australia. There are so many BB creams on the market, so just feel free to test them out and see how it goes. Now thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!